as opposed to like Final Fantasy players. If you say you play the game, I mean, there can be players like Xenos who have been around a long time and have now engaged in the story, but have said it's not why I play. And people are like, that's wrong. That's wrong. And so like if the story were to ever take a long-term chronic multi-expansion decline, it would lose something. But like, wow, it's an IP simply because it's an IP. And so it feels like Amazon's heading more in that direction. Like I understand they're trying to make their story a thing, but it feels like they're hoping to make it to a point where people play it just because they play it. And it's like,
it'll be interesting to see, because the other thing at play here is that when we talk about the landscape, this is cross-play with consoles for this game. It also does not require a subscription to play this game. And so it immediately, at least, is offering something for somebody who's out there looking for an MMORPG to have the ability to like, oh, wait, I don't have to financially commit all of this money and time and resources and a subscription just to experience your game. Even though, like, I think hands down, the majority of us here all agree that the subscription model is the most fair model when it comes to these kind of games. There's just not enough ways that you can have multiple subscriptions to multiple MMOs, because the time required to enjoy those is also a limiting factor on anybody's budget.
What's intriguing about New World is that in Final Fantasy, it's all about, you have to have played the story. You need to complete the story to be a real player. And in World of Warcraft, you need to be in the end game. If you are not taking part in the end game, where you have the biggest collection, or you play PvP, or you raid, or you do Mythic Plus, that you are not in the game. If you're not max level, you're not a real player. What's intriguing about New World is that, in my opinion, their true end game is piss poor. I think they've never truly hit their stride, but their goal isn't to maintain their end game. As a matter of fact, their greatest reception is these fresh start servers. The act of getting to end game is New World, which is really neat from a game.
That's why from day one I said New World's end game starts at level 1. If you're never
playing catch up, you're always starting fresh.
And there will be fresh start servers that come along with this as well, which I think that will be exciting.